Hello everyone, and welcome back to more of my stream. Today we're going to be playing some Initial D. This is a game that you can get on the PC, but it's actually just an arcade game. I used to play this game a lot at my local round one, and it's really fun. So yeah, I'm about to show it to you guys today. There's like a story mode and everything that follows the races of the anime and things, which is really fun. And yeah, this game is extremely loud, so I tried to turn it down as much as I could. So if things are too loud, just please let me know. It seems like things are okay for the most part right now, but just let me know. Yeah, this game's super loud, so I have to turn it down a lot. One thing that that might be a little bit bothersome is that I play this game with a racing wheel, so the racing wheel might be a little loud. So yeah, I'm just gonna warn you guys right now. But yeah, this is Initial D, arcade stage Infinity. It's fun. But yeah, we'll just get right into it. And since this is a PC port and stuff, or it's not really a PC port, I just got it on the PC. If you guys wanted to try it out too, you guys can look it up on the description, how I downloaded it and stuff. I just followed that guy's guide. And man, the guide, oh my gosh, it takes a really long time to download this. It took me like an hour and a half to try to like finagle and like actually get this emulator to work. But anyway, the only difference between this and the actual arcade system is that with my racing wheel, it's a little sensitive. So instead of turning like really hard to the right or really hard to the left and things, sometimes it's really sensitive. So you'll turn to the right and you'll turn to the left, and it'll turn like really hard if you just slightly turn, you know. So anyway, enough talking. Let's just get right into it. Actually, wait, one more thing. Actually, so you can actually cheat in this game, and you can add as many credits as you want, or not credits, but like there's points that you can like upgrade your cars and stuff with, and you can make that go up to like 1,000 or whatever, which is really funny. But we're not gonna do that because we're just gonna play it the normal way. I don't think it's fun to have like an overpowered car at the start, you know, and we can just pick like any car, which so it's fun. But anyway, yeah, okay, let's start. So the entire game is in Japanese because this is a Japanese-only arcade game. But since it's in round one tries to bring the Japanese arcade experience to you. I know all the options since I've played this game so many times. Right now, what it's doing is it's reading a card. So what you have is like you have like this driver's license. You put it into the machine and it saves your data. That's basically what it is. This is me. I've already picked a car, which is the Chueno, which is the car that the main character uses. It's that black and white like car. I'll show it to you guys. I don't know all of the stuff for this, but yeah, this is what the car looks like. I have some stuff so I can shop for some stuff. They give you like a time limit to shop and things. They give you like 5 minutes because there's a lot of stuff. That you can buy a lot of really cool items and stuff, which is fun. They have cars in this series that are based off of just actual cars, like this one, and there's cars in this series that don't have any like actual basis on them, like one of the cars that you see later on in the game. But I just wanted to show you. Obviously, we'll play this over and over again, so we'll get to see a majority of the story mode, or at least some of the story mode, and then we'll get to see some different cars, because I'll play with different cars too. You can also change the music too. They have all like these tracks and stuff from the show. They're super good. This one's like one of my favorites, Sunlight. I like When the Sun Goes Down, or Super Driver, or Breaking Out. This one's really good too, and this one's really good. But I like this one a lot. When you play this at the arcade, it's extremely loud, but like that makes sense. It needs to be extremely loud in an arcade that's already super loud. You can watch all the fun cutscenes that are all in Japanese. I usually just skip them all. But from the right to left, the right guy is Ikitani, the middle guy is your best friend, and then the left guy, I forget what his name is. Ikitani drives like a... They call it an S16, but I don't remember what the car is. And your best friend is a huge car fanatic. And he's just like, you can't drive, you can't drive, or you can't drive like an 8.6 and things, and he makes fun of him a lot and stuff for like his car tastes and things. They put him in an 8.5 because that's the car that he always wants in the show. The car that your protagonist plays in is a Trueno 8.6. I think it's a Honda or a Toyota. I mean. Yeah, I play in first person, so you won't be able to see the car actually drift, because it's not in third person or anything. You can change the views and stuff, but like, I'll just keep it like this for now. I don't know how the stream is doing. I think it's probably fine, but like, I'm seeing it on my end and it looks like it's freezing a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe it's okay. If it's not, then let me know. The first couple of races are really easy, but where I'm at in the actual arcade, I'm stuck because the races are super difficult. Because in actual Initial D and stuff, there's like attack points in the tracks where they can attack and like overtake the other person, and a lot of the times in the later races, stream looks fine. Okay, that's good. A lot of the times in the later races, that's where like they overtake your protagonist and you just lose. And that's the same in the game, and it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite arcade games. It's super good. It's a lot of fun. I'll let you know if I notice anything. Okay, thanks. Yeah, Initial D is such a good series. I was thinking about doing a video on it or something, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Definitely one of my favorite, like, racing anime. I actually only started watching it because of the memes and things. Like, you know, Running in the 90s and Deja Vu, all those songs, those are all from this show. Because whenever they race, they always race to, like, the genre is called Eurobeat. So, all of the songs are like this. They're so good. They won, yay. Wonder if we can get platinum on all the races in the beginning. Oh my. Why did that all of a sudden get so loud? On my end, it gets super loud. I don't know why. We got gold on that one, but you can get platinum for racing really well. We'll just keep going through the story mode, honestly. Story mode's fun. This is a title that you can put on. It's right under... it's on the left right there, right next to your character. I'm just going to put no. And then obviously you can tune up your car and things. I just pick random stuff because I don't know anything about cars or anything. And I don't know exactly what they do because I can't speak Japanese, so I can't read what it says. This is to go back to the main menu. This is to play again. And this, I don't remember what exactly this is. Because I never picked that option, so we'll just play again. So right now it's on free play mode. What that means is that you don't need to swipe for, because at round 1 you use currency like points, where you put points on your card and then you swipe, and then it takes points from your card so you can play again. But since it's on free play, it doesn't have to do that, so it's pretty nice. I like how this story mode goes, because this is like the first part. This is like stage 1. Stage 1, they call it like in Initial D, each season is called the stage. So this is stage 1. The next part of the story mode is season 2, and then I think, or stage 2, and then it goes on and on and on. And you verse like against iconic races in the game, which is really fun. In the actual like show, you don't verse against these 3 like ever. You see them drive, but you never verse against them personally. You can see what I'm doing on the right side on the speedometer. You know that the blue, that's the accelerant, and then the red is the brake. So you can see what I'm doing on the right, if you're really interested. I'm glad, because I was just like, man, I wish I could play this at home, because I just waste all of my money at the arcade playing this game or DDR, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you can actually play this at your, like, on your like computer through like an emulator and things, and it's really cool. So I was excited about that. Too bad the emulator takes forever to download. There's a lot of steps to it. It's like when I first downloaded the PS2 emulator, I never knew how it worked. But then I figured it out, so that's not too bad and a big of an issue. Yeah, again, that sensitivity thing, I oversteered at that one turn. I can only literally turn my wheel like 1/4 of the way before it starts to be like, oh no, you're turning way too much. Trying to be careful about it. Just something to light the way, so you can see the way to my heart. Nothing's gonna stop us tonight. I don't know if in the story mode you verse against Takumi, which is the main protagonist, but you definitely verse against all of his opponents. So that's fun. Some of them are really hard, but most of them are fine. Once it gets to like the stage 3, stage 4 area, like it starts getting really difficult. Now, if only I could get DDR at home, then it would be complete. I would never buy anything at round 1 ever again. And it's possible to get DDR at home and stuff. I wanted to make a metal pad for myself, but the problem is, where would I put that metal pad, you know? So, yeah. Because my sister's boyfriend graduated as an electrical engineer. He doesn't do electrical engineering stuff that much anymore, but he still knows how to do it, so he was offering to make me a metal pad, and then I know like the software that I can use to play the game, but yeah, I wouldn't know where to put the pad. Kind of just be in random places, I feel. I couldn't put it in my room. The pad is huge. And I can't put it downstairs because my sister's boyfriend all lived down there. Like, that's their room. So, because there's a room down in the basement. So. Yeah, I definitely advise everyone to watch the show. It's super good. Initial D is a very good show. If you're not a big fan of sports shows, you might not like it, but the races are really engaging. And I like the characters too. They're not like super great, but like they're not horrible either. They're kind of just middle of the road, just okay. But yeah, it's a show about a kid who has the talent for racing because it got cultivated by his father, who is a actual racer, and he ends up getting sucked into the world of actual street racing, and at first he hates driving. He just does it because it's a job that he has to do for his father, because his father's a tofu delivery guy. Oh, this is a time trial. His father's the owner of a tofu shop, so he only does it for like just to help out his father and stuff. But eventually he gets sucked into the world of racing and actually ends up liking racing. It's super good. I like it a lot. It has really good music too. All the music's in English too, which is interesting. The dub is okay too. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I know people do like the dub. Oh, you see that water cup in the bottom left? So the way that Takumi, which is the main protagonist, learns how to drive and drift and do all the things that he can do is his dad puts a water cup in his car, and if the water spills, the tofu spills, because he's delivering tofu and stuff. So, yeah, so if the water spills, the tofu spills. So that's why there's a water cup there. Oh no, I pressed the button on accident. Might be. Because my keyboard's on the table too. I'll fix it in a second. Give me 1 second. We'll fix it after the race. Because if I press any button, then the emulator starts to tab out, which is really annoying. I'm also playing with the wheel on the table. I would usually play with it on my lap, but it feels weird when it's on my lap, so I put it on the table. But then I have to move everything, and my keyboard is literally right there, so I'll move it in a sec. So a friend who is actually here, Toast Alchemist, we watched Invincible today. He's seen it and he's read the comics and stuff, and I liked it. I thought it was really good. It's definitely very violent, and it's as interesting as everyone said it was, so I was excited about that. We just didn't finish it, though. I was thinking about finishing it still today, but I don't know if you're available. Maybe afterwards, I'm not sure. If you're not available, that's fine. We can do it another time, but I wouldn't mind watching more of it today or something. We'll see about that, actually. I'm not sure. Do you see these divots in the ground right here? If you put your tires into it, then you can like drift around the corner. It's one of like Takumi's specialties on Akino, which is the racetrack that he races on and such. And you can do it in this game too, so that's really cool. I could probably watch another episode or two, but not the whole thing. That's understandable, yeah. An episode or two is fine with me, yeah. I've already raced on this track. Or no, I haven't, actually. I was gonna say, because the default ranking is 6 minutes, and then you just make a time based on your driving. They usually have this game at most conventions, too, so if you go to anime conventions and things, they have this game there, too. This game is definitely one of my favorite racing games now, because it actually feels really nice to play. It actually feels like an actual, like, racing, like, simulator type thing, and it's really easy to drift, and, like, there's a lot of special techniques, too. It's a really fun game, honestly. What are the other racing games that I like to play in the arcade? I used to like playing Fast and the Furious. That one's not super great. What's another one? There's a couple of other really good ones. Just gotta move the keyboard. Okay, I moved my keyboard, so hopefully that doesn't happen again, but we'll see. We got the paper cup as something that we can put on the side, so obviously we're gonna put it there. I have a glass cup. It's like a glass teacup. It's really nice in the arcade version. If I could transfer my card to the computer, I would. But I cannot. So I still have to go to the arcade to play with it. You can name your character, or you can put your name on the license too, and it prints out on the license, which is really cool. We've gotten gold on everything so far. We got platinum on this one though. It's nice. Breaking down the baby, every night, baby. Oh, you do verse against Takumi. There he is, the main character. There are some races that you're already starting to drive, so. It's kind of sad because he's not very good. But I assume that there's a Takumi later on in the story mode that you verse against who is super good. Because in the beginning of the show, he only gets carried by his talent so far because he only knows how to drive on one track, which is his home track. And later on in the show, he drives on different tracks and doesn't know how to drive on them. But with his like racing knowledge and his like knowledge of actually like driving and stuff, it propels him to, you know, learn the tracks and do really well in racing. I'm really excited because I've been looking for a job like all summer and things, and out of nowhere I get an email saying there's this like producer who says that my old teacher recommended me for a job to be a production assistant or a DIT. DIT is digital imaging technician. What that is that you just you're in charge of all of the film that's filmed for that day. And I was really happy too because I was like, wow, this is something I've been looking for all summer and I haven't gotten it, and I finally get one, and it's from a recommendation from my teacher, so that was really nice. I told him though that I'm working a new job, starting Monday. So I was really worried about the email and things, but Toast Alchemist knows because he was there when I was worrying about it and things. But they emailed me back and said that just let us know by Monday, and I was like, okay, thanks. So I'll let them know by Monday, and I'll probably be a yes because I really want to do it. I've been thinking about it a lot because it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it pays too. It pays $15 an hour, and they're doing it for 3 to 4 days, which is nice. So I'll have the experience behind my belt of working on an actual film set. Maybe I'll have some people I can contact in the future if I want to do stuff. Yeah, it's going to be a good opportunity. I'm really excited about it. I was trying to think, there was something else I wanted to say about that too. I was gonna say, I think I know the person, but I don't think so. Because I was reading the name and I was just like, I know like that person's name and stuff, but it's not the person I'm thinking of. Oh, another really good thing about this show is that so the opponents grow too. So there's opponents that Takumi versus multiple times, like this guy, and he grows a lot in this show. Like at the start, he's still a really good racer in the start, but there's things that he lacks, and as the show goes on, you get to see him and Takumi grow in racing, which is really cool. Fun fact, actually, that car that we saw, the main protagonist use, it's called the AE86, the Trueno 86. The thing about it is, the reason why it's that car as the main protagonist car is because it was the author's car when he started writing the manga, which is funny. The funny thing about it is that car sucks. Like, it's not a great car. They talk about it a little bit. It has a rally turbo or something in it. It's kind of a car that looks like a rally car, so it's really good for like rally racing and stuff, but it has faults in terms of like straightaways. It doesn't accelerate very fast and stuff. The only reason why the protagonist does so well with it is because of his driving ability, and the car is modded because his father was a street racer, so he's modded that car a lot, so it's fun. You can also play this game with a controller. You don't need a racing wheel, but it's more authentic that way, you know? I have this Xbox 360 racing wheel that I'm using, and it's a racing wheel that has force feedback and pedals. Because my dad was a really big fan of racing games when I was littler. He'd play them a lot, and then I'd play them as well, so I actually kind of like racing games a bit. I just don't play them that often anymore. But whenever I see a racing game, I'm just like, man, I really want that, you know? Maybe I'll play some more racing games in the future. I have some on my Xbox 360 that I could play. There's arcade ones, and then there's actual ones, like actual simulator ones. The arcade ones are obviously really fun, but the simulator ones are also kind of fun too. I've always wanted to get Gran Turismo. That's the one that's on the PlayStation. That's actually used by professional racers. You might be wondering why the title says Kansai DORIFTO. In the show, there's a big meme in the show, where he drifts, Takumi drifts past this guy actually, and the guy is just like, "Nani? Kansai DORIFTO?" And it's a funny video, and it's kind of a meme, so I just put it as the title. I thought it would be kind of funny. It just means inertia drift. Or at least that's what they translate it as in the English one. He slides the car to the left and then whips it around to the right so that he can drift harder. And it's really funny. I want to see if there's an English mod for this game, but I don't think there is. Oh, we got another speedometer. Or odometer? I don't know what it's called. It's one of the two. They actually talk about that in Initial D. He wants to go faster than a specific speed, but his odometer doesn't display that speed. So then he gets an odometer that displays a really high speed. And this show is actually based off of the racing scene in Japan in the late 90s. So that's pretty cool. This mountain is actually available in real life. I forget what the mountain is called in real life. It's not called Mount Akina. But the mountain's available in real life, and you can actually go on there and drift and race on there. It's become an attraction of some sorts. So that's pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll visit and go try it and see. It'd be fun. Yeah, that's Night Kids. He's part of a group called the Night Kids, and he's the leader of the Night Kids, and he drives a different car, or he drives a GTR. That's what it's called, I think. He's just like, no car is better than the GTR. He's like an ad for the GTR. He's obsessed with the GTR. Because the car that he used to use sucked, and the reason why he switched to a GTR is because he got beat by a GTR. So he's just like, oh, the GTR must be the greatest car ever. So then he switches to a GTR. I actually don't like this speedometer, but I don't know how to change it back. I'm always down for like other like sports and racing animes and stuff, but there's not very many out there. There's this one, and then there's one that's another really popular one, not really popular, but like kind of popular. It's called Wagon Midnight, and that one is more like racing on the highway and stuff, and like racing in the middle of traffic and stuff. This one is more about racing in like back streets and stuff, and like mountain passes. Yeah, that show is super good. Will we pass him? Probably. Whoops. I'm trying not to steer too hard because then it starts to oversteer and I don't want that. Oh, we're gonna pass him here. Oh, just kidding. We're getting close though. We're like right on his butt. Oh no. There we go. This kind of sucks because when you're like neck and neck, the car kind of slows down to his speed. It's kind of weird. We'll pass him eventually. Oh, we're so close. Okay, we got him. Well, I turned the wheel too hard there, actually. I keep forgetting about the games that I have that I can stream on Fridays when I just play like whatever and stuff. And I remembered that I had that that Colonel Sanders visual novel, so we'll probably play that next Friday. I think that'd be fun. Apparently it's only like 2 to 3 hours, so that's pretty good. Oh no, we beat the GTR. The Akina Speed Stars is the team that Iketani is on. That guy who was right next to your friend when I was telling you guys earlier. Yeah, he's on that team. Man, my neck really hurts. I don't know why. I might have slept on it wrong, or like I was sitting in a weird position and stuff. Come on, baby, I can't feel my desire. I'd watch you flirt with the sexy chicken, man. Honestly, yeah. I'm really excited to play it, actually. It looks funny. I've also heard, though, while it's kind of a funny concept and stuff, the game's actually really good. So I was like, wow, really? And it is actually made by KFC. It is an official product. And I'm like, what the heck? It's so weird. You know what else is official product? That KFC like PC or whatever. It's a PC, but you can also cook chicken in there or something. I'm like, what the heck? It's so weird. Oh, you're driving with Ikatani in your seat. And if he gets too rattled, then you lose, I'm pretty sure. This happens in the show. Ikatani is just like, how are you so good at driving? Can I see you drive? And he sits in the passenger seat with Takumi, and then he faints. Because he's just like, oh my gosh, this is too much. Funny story about this manga, actually. The guy who trained him was the artist for Berserk. And the guy who trained the artist for Hajime no Ippo is the guy who trained this guy, I think. It's something like that. I think... Okay, no. Okay, so the artist for Berserk trained the guy who made the Hajime no Ippo manga. And the Hajime no Ippo author trained the author of this manga. That's how it goes. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I've always wanted to read Berserk too. It's a shame that the author died, because it's a really popular manga. And I've heard it's really good, I just haven't read it. Oh, he's getting kind of rattled. Look at it. It's a yellow. Oh, rip. I feel like I'm not going to do very well. He fainted. We'll see the ranking after I'm finished. Come on, baby, if you like desire. All these songs are such bangers, I swear. They're so good. And I discovered a new genre of music from this, Eurobeat, so that's fun. This kind of music was really popular in the 90s for Japan. Funny if KFC made a dating game, but it comes up a little. How do you do, fellow kids? Yeah, I know, it kind of does. I don't know how the game plays, but I've heard the game is really good, so. We'll see how it goes, I guess. I've been thinking a lot about different video ideas that I want to do, and I keep thinking about like so many different video ideas, and I gotta narrow it down. You know, I can't make that many videos at one time. You know, obviously space them out, but sometimes I have a stronger urge to do like this video idea rather than this video idea and stuff. Like the next video that I want to do is probably like the Persona videos or like the Yuru Camp videos, but I also have like other video ideas in mind, like there's like an unpopular opinions video that I've been thinking about doing recently, which would be fun. And then we got some other secret videos that I can't say yet. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Right now I don't have my hard drive to do those videos right now because I gave it to my, oh, this is the car that's not in Initial D. These are the only female drivers that you encounter in the entire show. They're like a tag team duo, which is really cool. But, yeah, honestly, I just lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was talking about, I'm not gonna lie. It'll come back to me, maybe. What's interesting about this duo is that the one on the left that you see on the top right, she's the driver, and the one on the right is the person who navigates her. So it's like the one on the left actually knows how to drive, while the one on the right knows all the technique and stuff for driving. So that's what causes them to win a lot of races in their area. But then obviously Takumi comes out of nowhere and is just like, I'm Takumi, and then just destroys them, I think. Oh, you're talking about videos that you wanted to make soon. Oh, okay, yeah, I was. Yeah, there's a lot of different ideas and things. I totally lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was going with it. But yeah, oh, yeah, the hard drive thing, that's what it was. So, I lent my hard drive to, the guy who was doing the sound for my short film and stuff, so that we could like alter it more, so I can send it into more like festivals and events and things. But he's been so busy that he's had the hard drive and he hasn't had time to actually do it. So either today or tomorrow I should be getting it back, or he's gonna continue doing the edit. So we'll see. I'm not sure yet. Oh my gosh, you see that turn? It was immaculate. But yeah, once I get that back, then we'll start doing one of my new videos. A new video should be coming on Sunday, so be excited about that, I guess. I'm excited about it. It's about a show that I love a lot, One Outs. I'm playing this on manual too, so it's going up, like, because I'm pressing the buttons for it to go up and stuff. Sometimes it's easier on automatic, but, like, I always like doing manual in games, because sometimes manual in games goes faster. But, yeah. We did it, way. Oh, this is fun. You get like new cosmetic stuff for your character. Look at that coat. Obviously we're gonna take that coat. I keep thinking about Skyward Sword because the Tetris 99 is having an event where you can get a Skyward Sword theme, and I'm just like, man, I really want Skyward Sword on the Switch. I like Skyward Sword, so I'd like to play it again, and what better way to play it than on the Switch, you know? It's just like No More Heroes. I'm enjoying playing No More Heroes again, because that game is real fun. It can kind of get boring sometimes, but like it's not super boring. Okay, the weird thing about this is that they color his hair differently in like every iteration I've seen. So in the first stage, his hair is blue, but in like second, third, and fourth stage, it's like brown. See it again, yes, he's voiced by Dio. He's like one of the best racers in the first stage. He's like Takumi's goal. Because him and the guy with the blonde hair are both brothers. But the one who is the one with the blonde hair, you verse him, and then you don't verse, or Takumi doesn't verse this guy till the very end of Initial D. Or at least the first stage. Oh, I was wondering what the team name was, I forgot. It's the Akagi Red Suns. Their plan is to, like, dominate every area of Japan through street racing, and then after that's done, they'll dominate, they'll become the racing kings of the world, or whatever. It's something like that. This is basically a shonen anime, so things are a little outrageous. But like it's definitely really fun to watch. I really like the show a lot. I wasn't expecting it to like it like as much, but I ended up really liking it. It's super good. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I like it. Because initially when I first watched it, I thought, oh, okay, this show's okay. But I've grown to really enjoy it as time goes on. Speaking of manual and things, I've always wanted to learn how to drive like an actual manual car, like a manual transmission car, with like stick shift and stuff. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. You definitely need to if you want to travel to another country. If you don't know how to drive one of those cars, they don't have auto cars, or as many auto cars as they do manual cars over there, so we're gonna have to learn it eventually. My one of my aunts, she drives an automatic or a manual car. At least when I was last over there, she was driving a manual car, and she was like, "Do you want to drive it?" And I was like, "That's probably not a good idea." So I had my chance then, but I was like, I don't think so. Might not be a good idea, because I don't want to break the engine. Because if you don't do it properly, I'm pretty sure you can break the engine or like have the engine stall or something. We beat him. Easy. No problemo. Alright, we unlocked the next part. Now this is, I think this is stage 2, I believe. So reversing people from... Oh, no, this guy's actually from the first game, or from the first stage. I don't know why the text bubbles are in the middle of the screen, too. It might just be an emulator problem. When you verse this guy in actual Initial D, okay, yeah, you'll see that. They verse via a race, because the guy's not good at racing. So, or a verse via a challenge, and the challenge is they can't steer past a certain, like, amount, only because they duct tape their hand to the steering wheel, and you can only use that hand to steer. which is funny. And if you steer past that point, then you'll get a low deduction or something. I don't know exactly. I've never failed this, so I don't know. Oh, I didn't steer too hard there. I hear a voice from beyond the atmosphere. What a true thing that someone does when the sun goes down. When you hear them cry, or just walk on by. Speaking of conventions, we were mentioning it earlier and things. I wonder when they're gonna start selling tickets for Youmacon. Because I'm definitely gonna buy some. I just gotta make money first. I want to get that, and then I want to get the next World Ends With You game, because I haven't gotten that yet, actually. We're gonna be playing it on stream, and I'm gonna play it eventually anyway. You might be able to hear the pedal and me slamming on the pedal. Oh, jeez. Night Kids. I watched this sick drift. Whoa, we did it. I really like playing with this wheel because this wheel has paddle shifters. So if you press the button like a paddle on the right, then you can go up a gear or down a gear. So it's nice. It's nice too that this wheel can actually work on the computer, because if I end up getting Xbox Game Pass again, then I'll get Forza Horizon, because I've always wanted to play that game, and that game seemed like fun. Got platinum because I'm good. Do you want to put the new title? Sure. I don't even know what it says. But it says something. Spec 2 up. There was a racing wheel that I was looking at online and stuff, and the racing wheel was like $500, but it has super accurate like force feedback and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, that's a racing wheel. I was trying to look up this racing wheel because the only racing wheels that Xbox provides now that are official, I'm pretty sure are the wireless ones, and the wireless one is trash. There's no pedals. There's also no way to change like the gears and things. Or something. I think that's how it is. I don't remember, but it's something like that. Is it a time trial or are we versing? Oh, no, okay. We have to verse against a specific amount of opponents, and you verse them until you lose, or until you beat like 4 or 5 people or something. What's really cool about this game is that you can verse people, what is it? You can verse people who are right next to each other, and you can verse people, like online and stuff. The online capability doesn't work on the emulator, but when you're at the actual arcade and stuff, it works and it's really cool. But I think they turned it off because this game isn't supported anymore. It used to be supported, but they don't support this game anymore. Find it for you, go crazy, break it up, my baby. Are you ready? I'm better fail, don't goodbye. Let's see how many opponents we beat this time. So you can get on over and then the minute on over and then the minute. Break it on now, baby. Are you ready? Somebody's done it for you. Go crazy. This is one of the easiest tracks in the entire game. The track is super wide and like there's very like little turns. One of the hardest tracks in the game involves like kind of like a weather setting. So the last track of the game, you drive in like the snow, and every time you turn, it's slippery. So it's kind of that track's kind of hard. I've tried playing on that one. Also, the cornering is tight, and the track is really narrow. So that's never fun. I was talking about that email when I was emailing that lady who's offered me the job for a PA position and a DIT position. She said to get back to her by Monday at 12, but Monday at 12 is when the job starts. So I'm not going to know until after Monday at 12. But I was already planning on saying yes because this is a great opportunity and I don't want to miss it, you know? I definitely want to take it and I want to show that I can do, like, or I want to show that I'm reliable in things so that maybe other people will like hire me for different things, and I'll have more experience, and then it'll be easier for me to actually get to where I want to get to, like an editing position. Yoroshiku. What car does she drive? Fair. True. She drives a Honda Civic. I see it again, the sunlight. See it again, the sunlight. Getting up the end, hey, hey, finding a reason, waiting for a miracle. Get up, rise up, stay on behind. I wanna see it again, the sunlight. No, I was so close. Come on, we're almost there. Squeeze right past. Oh, I drifted a little too early. I hate being behind another car because it alters your speed a little bit to like their speed or like slower. So like once you get off of them, you start like rocketing at like a fast speed. I'm like, oh no. Like that. Like how fast I went. I mean, it gives you an illusion of going fast. Oh, she just slipped right past me. Come on. Will we get past them? We'll see. I don't know when my email is gonna get disabled because I don't go to the school anymore, so I don't know why my email is not disabled yet. You know, because you know that offer that I was talking about, that job offer for the PA position and stuff, that was sent to my school email. So I was like, wait a second, because I graduated and things, so it shouldn't be on anymore, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I can keep it, or at least for now. And I was planning on keeping it anyway. Like, I really want to keep it because supposedly if you use that email and things, you can get like student discounts off stuff because it still thinks you're a student and stuff. So I was thinking about trying to keep it, but I don't know how to do that. Car number 3. My ankle's very itchy. Sometimes it gets like that, I guess. Look at that guy. Look at his hair. Oh, that's the car that Ikatani drives. I think it's the S. I thought it was the S16, but I could be wrong. Ah! I'm gonna be crashing a lot in this one because the road is very narrow. Oh my gosh, so much braking. Oh. Now, there's two kinds of races in Initial D. There's uphill and there's downhill. Downhill is what Takumi specializes in because his car is really bad in the uphill. And there's other cars that Takumi, or that we see in the show, that specialize in uphill battles. But Takumi only specializes in downhill because his car is better at the downhill than it is in the uphill. There's an obstacle there. Don't hit it. Boom. You see this drift? Terrible. I think there's another obstacle somewhere. Oh, it was the road itself. The road makes you slippery. Oh no, he's catching up. Running low on water. On this cup. I keep crashing into the walls and things. I might lose this. We'll see though. Because he's pretty far ahead. Yeah, I lost. Rip. Alright, let's take a break from the story mode and try to play with another car. Actually, even then, we can buy another car, actually. I forget how to do that, though. Let's go here. So this is ending the game. It will tell you how many miles you've driven. It keeps it on the card. I've driven 600 on my actual card for the arcade. I really like this game. It's a lot of fun, so I want to keep playing it over and over again. And then the card should be ejected now. It comes out of this slot, and then you just pick it up. Sega! He's gonna play the opening, because I want to show you the opening. The opening is fun. Oh, this is a replay of the last race, actually. The one where I just lost. You see from all the cinematic angles. Whoa! See, I was doing pretty well keeping up with him until the very end, where the distance got too far, and then I was just like, I'm not making this back. It'd be really nice to get an actual arcade machine for this, because the actual arcade machine is really cool. There's a lot of art by the actual, like, mangaka on the machine itself, which is really cool. And then the steering wheel and the chair are really nice. Like, trying to think of what else. The art around the cabinet is really cool. Like, they have the initial, like, there's initial D arcade stage, but the D is infinity mirror. So that's really cool. But anyway. Alright, we're just gonna use a different car this time. We can buy a different car. I'm pretty sure you can do it here, I just don't remember exactly how. tune-up shop. There's you can add things to your car. I know there's a way that you can actually like buy a different car. I just don't know how. I don't remember how to do it. And that's where you can see your records, and then this is settings. Yeah, I don't want to mess with those, so I don't even know what they are, honestly. Because again, I can't read Japanese. What is this? I don't even know. This is the battling online, which is really cool. But it doesn't work because not connected to the online service. And I don't even think it's active anymore. Whatever, we'll play one more story mode thing, and then I'll try to use a different car. Because I want to show you the other cars. The other cars are kind of cool. Nonsense! Sensation! Oh my gosh, the songs in this game are so hype. They're so... Reversing against Ikatani? Question mark? There he is. It's an S13 that he drives. He's about to show you Speed Star's abilities. Oh, you know what does suck about that that job offer that I got for the PA position and stuff? It happens on the weekend of my birthday, actually. I'll be filming on the day of my birthday. So if it's the entire day, then I'll be a little upset, but if it's not, then that's fine. But I couldn't pass up this opportunity and things, like I was saying. Like, I really want to do this. And I really want to get my foot into the door of other job opportunities around, like, this field, you know? Because I want to do stuff in this field. That's what I studied for 4 years for, you know? Sensation. Nonsense. Sensation. Oh my gosh, those cars like slide right past each other. It's really weird. That's the only thing I don't really like about this game when you're racing against someone else. The cars like slide past each other and it's really annoying. They can't read Japanese? Get good. I know, honestly. If that message came in like a while ago, I'm sorry, I just read it. And woo, got him. Get wrecked, scrub. Ow. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh. There we go. I accidentally pressed the Xbox button, so it took me back home. It's okay, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss anything, honestly. Upgrading my car. I'm in my mom's car. Boom, boom. Get out my car. No. You guys know that meme? It's a dead meme, but it was a funny one when it lasted. Get out my car. No. Tomorrow's gonna be kind of exciting in things because I'm going to my dad's because my aunt and uncle are coming in from Maryland, so we haven't seen them since like 2 years now because of COVID and stuff. So you can start the game without a card. They don't offer these cards anymore, so if you have a card, then lucky you, which is lucky for me because I have a card. But yeah. This screen doesn't even pop up anymore in the game whenever you go to the arcade. It just goes straight to here. Like, if you don't want to save your progress and things, you can just play like a one-off thing. Here's all the cars. There's a lot of really cool cars, and they show you, like, who drives these cars and things. Like, whoa, look at all these people driving these cars. Look at these Toyotas. I recognize some of these characters, but other characters I don't, because I haven't finished Initial D. I got really far into it. I only have like one more season after this, I'm pretty sure. But I never finished it. It's a good show, though. I got really far into it, though. What's the guy who drives the Ferrari? Oops, whoops, whoops, whoops. Wait, wait, wait. Cry, I didn't mean to pick the car. Whatever, it's fine. I was just looking at the cars and I forgot there was a time limit because, you know, this is an arcade game after all. We'll just play on a track. We'll play on that one track that was really difficult that I was mentioning to you guys before. Here it is. It's the snow track. Nonsense sensation. Stop us tonight. This is like one of my favorite ones. Downhill. Oh. I thought you could pick nighttime and stuff, because usually you can pick like nighttime or daytime. I forgot it was in automatic, so I was pressing the paddle shifters. Oh, you see that? I slid a little too far to the left. This reminds me of go-karting, actually. I don't know why, but there's this go-kart place in Novi. If you go to 12 Oaks Mall, there's like this little like plaza full of like a bunch of different like things that you can do. And yo, 12 Oaks Mall is such a cool mall. If you've never been there, you should definitely like check it out. They have like a movie theater there, and they have like this huge the mall, 12 Oaks, is gigantic, and they have a lot of really cool stores and stuff. They have a Petland there. My sister used to love Petland because Petland was a pet store where you could hang out with the animals before you bought them, which is really cool. That's where we bought our bunny, I'm pretty sure, when we had a rabbit. Unfortunately, he has passed. Sad. It is what it is, that's what happens. But yeah, 12 Oaks is cool. They have an Imagine there that's really cool. It's a big Imagine. I've seen a bunch of movies there. I went to go see the Bunny Girl Senpai movie there. That movie was good. I plan on getting on DVD, but it never drops below $40, I swear. I want to get the series on DVD too, but the series never drops below $100. It's always like $120, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. My journey to collect a lot of anime has stopped for the meantime. I haven't bought an anime in a while, actually, but I used to buy a bunch, but just don't have the money right now. Eventually I'll get more, but the next anime that I want to get is probably the rest of Hajime no Ippo, because I have the first DVD, but there's like 3 DVDs. And that doesn't even include all of the other seasons. It just includes the first season, because the first season is 75 episodes, the second is 25, and then the third is 25. So, that's such a good show. I hope they continue it, but I don't think so. Because it's a really good show. But I'm a big fan of like sports shows, but this one's good, so. I've been thinking about what other games I can play on stream, because there's a lot of different games that people haven't seen before that I really enjoy, so maybe I can find something like that again. That'd be kind of fun. Like, No More Heroes is kind of an obscure game, so I'm kind of glad I'm playing that. I mean, I like that game, so I wanted to show people the game anyway, so. I really hope the third one is good. If it's not good, I'm gonna cry. Just crashes into the wall. Silver's not bad. Alright. Back to the story mode. Sega, Sega. I have Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, and they don't do that anymore. It just does the new Sega thing, where it's like, duh. Sucks. Today is my friend's birthday. And I'm excited. Happy birthday. And I gave him Xbox Game Pass. Because I really wanted him to try it, because I feel like he'd like it. He got into Yakuza 0, and he's just like, wow, the Yakuza games are really fun. And I mentioned to him that Yakuza 0 is, or all the Yakuza games are on Game Pass. So I was like, whoa, that's cool. Yeah, usually you can select a new car, but maybe it's when you get to a different spec or something, I don't know. Strange. What can we do here? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you just changed like the bottom? Oh, you changed like the front of the car too? Does this really do anything, or is this just cosmetic? I don't know. Whenever I see a car with a spoiler, I'm just like, oh, Geez, that car is definitely a special car. A racing car, there we go. This is the one that Takumi gets later on in the series. He has like the black top. Initially it starts like that, but later on in the series he gets a black top. I don't know why, but he does. I don't remember exactly why. Alright, back to the story mode. Who are we gonna verse now? We'll see. I don't remember, honestly. Gonna see it again, sunlight. Oh, it's Takahashi Ryosuke. There he is. So I went to round 1 for the first time in weeks, and I played DDR, and after one song, I got super tired. Like, more tired than usual. But that was because before that, I went to round 1 so often that, like, I'd play DDR, and I wouldn't get tired until, like, I played a couple times, you know? My body's just not used to the DDR anymore, because I haven't been there in a while. That was like my exercise, honestly, because I don't really exercise that often, so... But that often, I don't exercise ever. I hate exercising. It's important, but I just don't like doing it. But again, I don't know if anyone really likes doing exercise, you know? Exercise kind of sucks. But it's good for you. It makes you feel good, apparently, too. I exercised a lot in sophomore year of high school because my roommate wanted to exercise a lot in the morning. We would always exercise at like 8 in the morning before our classes and stuff. Kind of sucked, but at the same time it was kind of refreshing and nice. That was also the same year that I started my YouTube channel. So, exercise YouTube channel? Maybe there's something in common. Probably not, but... Oh, look at that platinum, easy. You got additional 500 points for some reason. I don't know why. I think there's achievements in this game. I don't know exactly what they are, but that was an achievement, I'm pretty sure. Ow. Ugh. That's your friend. He wants to race. Or not. I actually don't remember. Versing Takumi again, but this time he's better. This is the main track that Takumi is really good at, the Akina track. I'm pretty sure this is Akina. I know I'm fast. Hayai. As the Japanese would say. Hayai. Oops. Oh, that was a hot drift. Oh my gosh. That was so close to the edge too. See, you said it again. Hi. That's how it goes though. Oh, I did the thing. See? It says on the side that you went into the gutter or whatever. It's like a drain pipe or whatever. There's a race later on in the show that is just outrageous, and it's so stupid. I don't really like that race because there's a race where he races against a guy, and there's like literally no way that he thinks that he's gonna beat this guy. Like, this guy has no weaknesses or anything, and the way that he loses is that something jumps in front of the car, and he gets startled, so then he loses. And I'm like, really? That's the way he wins? Kind of sucks. I wish he would have beaten him like with technique or something, but what they were saying is that anything is possible in a race, which is true, I guess. But that was just kind of strange and outrageous. Oh jeez. I also like this show a lot because this show starts with Takumi in high school, and then I'm pretty sure it finishes with him like in like college years or older. So it's not only high school, you know? So that's kind of interesting. Nani? Nani indeed. Overtaken my guy. Fun fact about Novi, actually. Do you know why it's called Novi? Novi together is number 6. It was the number 6 stop on the train. That's my fun Michigan trivia for all you non-Michiganders or any Michiganders in the chat that did not know that. When I learned that for the first time, I was like, really? That's cool. So now I think of Novi, I always think of the number 6 stop on the train. Novi is really far away from me too, so I don't go there very often. Sometimes I go there, but it's very rare. Maybe I should go around that area more, because that area is really nice. Not as nice as like Royal Oak, though. Royal Oak is super nice. I love Royal Oak. Novi has a lot of really cool stuff too, though. And it is cold in my room. It's also dark and I need to turn on a light, but I'll do that after this race. Oh, this is the official, like, first race of the second season, or the second stage. Because you verse against someone with a Lancer, or Takumi versus against someone who drives a Lancer Evo, and this is this car. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Well, I was worried there. I didn't think I was going to turn far enough. But we turned far enough, so we're fine. So if you alternate between brake and gas really fast around the corner and things, you won't even need to drift. You kind of just like stick to the corner, and then you kind of just like slide, kind of. It's really weird, but it's like a tech in this game, because they had a tournament for this game at Youmacon when I went one year, and they had like a tech page. Like, it was a page of how to sign up, and then it was a page of how to actually play the game with like hidden techniques and stuff, and I was like, this is really cool. I wish I still had the Google Doc, because it was like on a Google Doc, and I don't have it anymore. Sad. Oh, I should have bought stuff on the Right Stuff birthday sale, actually. I was mentioning about buying anime and things, but Right Stuff has a birthday sale like every summer, and they always sell like really good stuff for like really cheap prices, but I didn't get anything this year. I should have. If I got something, then I probably would have gotten some % off my next order. Oh well, it's fine. I can wait till the Black Friday sale. I can also wait till Youmacon, because Youmacon actually sells anime DVDs for a pretty good price. It's weird, I don't usually buy DVDs and stuff anymore, but when it comes to anime DVDs, I want to buy them. That's because, what if anime streaming dies? Then you'll never get the anime ever again, you know? Or if the anime box set loses the license or whatever, then that box set's gonna ramp up extremely in price. So it's nice to get it now and stuff. So it's nice. I think the most expensive box set that I have is the Clanad box set. So I have Clanad Season 1 and then I have Clanad After Story, but it was before they did the Complete Edition. So those were two separate boxes. And then when they did the Complete Edition, they made them into one single box. But they don't do the, if you want to buy one season anymore. If you buy the Complete Edition, that's it. There's no, like, single season buy. So if you like the second season more, you can't just buy the second season, you know? But I ended up getting it for like $50, which is actually really cheap compared to what it usually is, which was like 90 or 100, and I was like, yeah, no. Chihaya Faru too, for some reason, that anime box set is also 100, but it's 100 per season. Season 1 is 25 episodes, and Season 2 is another 25. And both seasons are 100 plus, and it sucks. But I got it on sale for $20. I was like, wow, what a steal. That's why Right Stuff is the greatest anime company, like when it comes to like distribution and things. Because their stuff is so cheap. It's so nice. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn on my lights. Okay. Now this is stage 2 or stage 3, I can't remember. It's one of the two. But that character, that kid on the left, doesn't get introduced till like stage 2 or 3. I don't really like him that much. I feel like he's not super important. He just idolizes Keisuke, I'm pretty sure. And Keisuke's like his trainer, kind of. At least from what I can remember. I could be wrong about that. Oh, you can also change whether or not the courses have rain or not. So if there's rain, then you'll slip more. So that's pretty cool. He says. Sticking him like glue, swear. Come on, let me pass you. You know how hard it is to find an Oxford that is like light blue or like sky blue? It's impossible. I only say this because that's the costume that Naoto wears that I was planning on cosplaying. And I've been trying to look at like every store for a blue, like a shade of blue, like that with an Oxford. And it's impossible. Like I couldn't find one. I could find everything else in the costume. I can find the hat. I can find the ribbon, I think. I'd have to look up the ribbon, actually. I haven't really looked that one up. I can find the shoes. I can just use my black pants. And yeah, and then a lab coat's not very hard to get either, so... But yeah. It's been a grind. I've been trying to look for it. Up and down. I found an Oxford that was really close. I'm pretty sure. My friend says it's like basically the one, but it's like $70. So I was like, I don't know. That's kind of expensive for an Oxford. But yeah, I would like to do the cosplay. It'd be kind of nice. I've never cosplayed before, and I've been to this convention since like 2014, I think. 2014, 2015. So I've been there for a while. I only go because it's so close, and it's huge. It's a big convention. It's not the biggest convention in the Midwest, that's ASEN, but it's getting up there. Eventually it'll be as big as ASEN, and then that'll be cool. If you've never been, ASEN is such a cool convention. It's like Youmacon, but it's bigger. There's even bigger, like there's bigger sponsors too there. So they have like Funimation there and Crunchyroll and stuff like that. And they have their own specific panels too, where they release new content. Like they release new stuff, and I'm like, that's so cool. Because when I was there, they released the Cells at Work dub. They never showed it before there, so I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I went to the Aniplex one, and they talked about like their newer releases. Like at the time, it was like Sword Art Online Alkalization and like the Madoka Magica show and stuff like that. So yeah, they showed a bunch of really cool stuff. I want to go back there one day, but we'll see. You know, it's actually cheaper than Youmacon too, which is crazy. It's cheaper and it's bigger, and there's more higher profile people there, like companies and people. This is gonna be the last race for today. Oh, I'm already in the lead. A lot of repeat races. We versed against this guy twice, we versed against Ikatani twice, and we versed against your friend twice. I forget this guy's name, and I forget Ikatani, or your friend's name, I forget. I'll read your comment in a second. I can't see it right now, but it's something about Youmacon. I saw you posted something else. I'll look at it in a second. I really want to get the Project 64 emulator to work. The L and R buttons and stuff specifically. If not, then I can try to work with it without it. But I would like to use the camera, you know? Because the camera on 64 is kind of finicky. So I would like for the stuff to work. If I can't make it work, then I'll just use an Xbox controller or like a PS4 controller. I don't want to, but if that's my only option, then I'll use it. Some of the best speedrunners in the world started with an Xbox controller. Simply, he is one of the best Mario 64 speedrunners. He started with an Xbox 360 controller. But obviously after time went on and he ended up really enjoying the game, he ended up buying the proper equipment. It'd be cool to get one of those Hori controllers. It's a controller that's a N64 controller, but instead of having the disgusting shape of the N64 controller, it has the shape of a GameCube controller. But it has all the buttons of an N64 controller. I'm like, that's really cool. Because the normal N64 controller is really gross. It's strange how you hold it and stuff too. Like first you like hold it in the middle and then you put your hand on the right side. But then there's also a D-pad on the left side. It's strange. There's like 3 like spots you can put your hands. It's weird. I don't know what they were thinking with that controller, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely a strange controller. Couldn't you mount the camera to the C-stick? I mentioned that yesterday. When you use the C-stick, nothing happens. Let's see here. I haven't decided if I'm going to Youmacon or not this year. They only announced it a little while ago, and I don't know how many guests they can have ready by then. That's true, actually. They announced guests pretty early, but they announced way more the closer and closer it gets to Youmacon, so we'll see. Not only guests, but dealers and stuff too. The dealers and stuff are carrying over from last year. So all the dealers that signed up from last year are doing it again this year. So. But yeah, mapping all of the controls and things is weird because all the controls work except for the L and R buttons and the C stick. You'll try to use the C stick for the camera and it doesn't work. And you try to use the L and R buttons and then I press them and nothing happens. So it's very strange. I gotta figure it out. I'd like to figure it out because I've been kind of wanting to try speedrunning 64. I feel like it'd be fun. I've seen speedrunners play it time and time again, and I'm just like, this could be a fun speedrun, you know. But anyway, that was the last race. If you like today's content, please consider subscribing, and we'll be back on Monday. Next week's schedule is going to be a little weird because I'm starting that job on Monday and Tuesday, but it's at noon, so I don't think it'll be terrible, but we'll see. We'll make it later just in case, so I'll stream at like 7. We'll be back with No More Heroes on Monday. And then Wednesday will be The World Ends With You, and then Friday will probably be the KFC dating sim. But I have to make sure the schedule first, because I don't know how the schedule is going to go after the 2 days of orientation. I don't know when I'm going to start. I don't know what the exact times are going to be, stuff like that. So I'll keep you guys posted. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time.